Hello, Jessica here with Crochet It Creations, and today we are going to work the mainstream ear warmer. So if you've seen my mainstream beanie pattern, this does use the same stitch techniques. It is very beginner friendly, and this one will be making the adult size, but it does come in other sizes from newborn through adult, 8 sizes total. And it does have this nice twist in the front, so it gives it a little bit of definition. And I also have a new way of holding my phone, which takes these videos, and so I really cannot see the screen, so I'm hoping to keep it center, but if it is not, then I do apologize in advance. I am using my Clover Amour 5mm crochet hook. Today I'm going to use Lion Brand Touch of Alpaca yarn. It is a medium weight yarn, number 4. These are nice large skeins. I actually had made 2 beanies and an ear warmer out of 1 skein. So it has 415 yards. I'm thinking, I can't remember exactly off the pattern, but I think that one adult size ear warmer is about 100 to 125 yards. I can't remember exactly, but so we are using this yarn. I'm going to try to find the center. Let's see, I might have to do this off camera. Sometimes you have good luck and you can just find the tail that's sticking out, but there's other times when the tail is not and you have to just grab what you can get. So there we go. All right. Put that to the side. Actually, I'm going to put it to my left side. So this does use a Foundation Half Double Crochet row. And if you're not familiar with the Foundation Half Double Crochet or the foundation rows, it is where you chain and work the first row in the same stitch. So you're not chaining and then going back and working the first row. It's made all together. So go ahead, make your slip knot. Let me see if I'm centered, kind of. I can barely see. So I'm going to go ahead and chain 2, yarn over, insert my hook into that first chain, pull up a loop, yarn over and pull off my chain, yarn over, work the half double crochet. Yarn over, insert into that chain area, pull up a loop, pull off the chain, work the half double crochet. And this adult size uses 65 stitches for the first row. So if you wanted to chain, you may do so, and then you would work 65 chain or 66 chained and then half double crochet in the second chain from hook, giving you the 65 chains without the first stitch, that first chain counting as a stitch. I do prefer the foundation rows though, because they are a lot more stretchy. For the ear warmer, you have stretch on both sides. If you were to chain, it might be a little stiff, so definitely chain loosely if you do that. So continue to work your foundation half double crochet row. So insert, pull up a loop. This does take a little bit of practice, but I will tell you it does make a lot more sense. So yarn over, insert into that chain, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull off the chain, yarn over, make your half double crochet. So yarn over, insert into the chain, so I don't even know where my arms are at in this screen, but okay, so again, yarn over, Insert into that chain area, pull up a loop, pull off that chain, and then yarn over to make your half double crochet. So I'm going to go faster now to get this done. That way we're not taking the whole video on just making the foundation row. If you need to practice this, I have videos, step-by-step instructions as well. So go ahead and check those out. And if you hear children screaming in the background, I apologize. It is Christmas break. Kids are home and they are in the other room playing a video game and they're screaming at each other or something. They're having fun. They're not arguing, but so if you hear screams, I apologize. Sometimes I work full time, so sometimes just got to get these videos in when we can. So like I said, I'm going to speed this up, work this foundation row to get to the 65 so I can show you how to work the rest of the pattern. It's a very beginner friendly pattern. So I will also say that the beanie, oh goodness, I'm hitting the camera. The beanie uses an eye hook. So if you worked my mainstream beanie, then it does use an eye hook. We switched to an H 5mm hook for the ear warmer because the ear warmer did have more stretch. And during testing, it stretched a lot more. So definitely need to go down to the H 5mm hook. Also, take into account the ear warmer is made about 2 inches smaller than what your head size would be. That way it gives room for stretch. So most adult head sizes around the circumference is 21 to 22 inches, and the mainstream ear warmer adult size is about 19 inches around. So it will give good stretch. My kids have worn their ear warmers for a couple weeks now and they are holding up really well and they really like it. So actually all my kids as teachers got ear warmers for Christmas, so hopefully they're enjoying those as well. Ear warmers are really quick and use very little yarn, so they make really good gifts. All right, I have no idea what number I'm at because I've been talking instead of counting. So I'm going to pause, I'm going to count, and if I'm see how many I'm at, and we need to get to 65 half double crochet stitches. So I definitely can tell that's not 65. Only at 48, so nine, 50. $58, $59, $60, $61, $62, 63, 64, and 65. So I always go back and count my stitches because I tend to miscount. I'm going to chain one just so I don't lose where I'm at. Okay. I meant I'm going to chain one, that way in case it gets pulled it doesn't take my stitch out. I usually do that when I'm counting. I usually chain one, that way it doesn't come out. I do have 65. So we're going to chain one and turn. And to get this really pretty textured stitches on the rows, all we're doing is alternating front loop only and back loop only and front loop only. So on this row we're doing back loop only. So you have your 2 loops that you would normally work in. I'm in the wrong spot of the camera. Your 2 loops that you normally would work in, and you're going to choose to go in the back loop. So back loop only, and you simply just half double crochet across in the back loop only. So yarn over, go in the back loop, yarn over and pull through the 3 loops. So these are just using half double crochet stitches for the entire ear warmer. Like I mentioned, it's very beginner friendly, and this is why, is because it's just using the half double crochet stitches. So same stitch the entire time, just alternating the front loop and the back loops. So working back loop only, half double crocheting across. I'm going to kind of go fast, that way this video is not taking forever. We're doing the same stitch all the way across. I'm just doing the back loops. All right, you can see it's kind of curling, but that's okay, it'll straighten out. All right, just keep working. I'm going to speed up to get this done. If you're wondering how you can increase your speed on crocheting, your hooks will make a big difference. The better hooks you have, the faster you can crochet because the better the yarn will glide. I use Clover and More hooks. They're the ergonomic handle. They help with my hands. I used to use just a regular aluminum hook. My hands used to cramp and I would have like wrist pain and like hand fatigue and stuff. And since I switched to the Clover and More hooks, I don't have those anymore. So these are the only hooks I use. There's a lot of products out there that I have not tried. I know that these work well for me and I really like them, so I have a whole set of the Clover and More. So, and my dog's barking. We got all kinds of background noise. I don't know if you could hear it, but all right. So keep half double crocheting, back loop only, all the way across. So on this last stitch here, you're going to half double crochet through both loops. So just those normal top loops that you'd work in. So here's what row 1 looks like. So this is worked flat and back and forth rounds or rows. They're not worked in the round. So chain 1, and on this we're going to crochet in the front loop only. So chain 1, half double crochet in the front loop only. So we're doing this so that we have these nice textured stitches on the front. So this is the wrong side of your work. This is the right side. You could see we're getting these like nice little loops in the front, just giving a little bit of definition to those stitches without making the pattern too complicated. So keep working half double crochet in the front loop only all the way across. I'm going to speed up, work this fairly quickly. And this is all you do the entire pattern. You don't have to do any other stitches or anything else. You are just alternating the half double crochet in the back loop only and alternating with the front loop only. Very, very simple. If you would like to see the written instructions that come in all 8 sizes, newborn to adult, it is available on crochetitcreations.com, Ravelry, and Etsy. So even on Ravelry and Etsy, you can get the ebook that includes all 3 of the mainstream patterns, which is the beanie, ear warmer, and cowl. So the beanie and the ear warmer come in 8 sizes. The cowl is written for adult only. It is a long rectangle though, so you can make it for smaller sizes. All right. I've got a yarn blob coming up next to me. And I think I'm like moving the phone around. I take videos with my iPhone because, I mean, I have a really nice DSLR camera and I really don't know how to use it very well. And so my iPhone takes just as good videos and cameras as anything, or pictures, I mean. So I just use that. So I think I'm using, I have like one of those gooseneck holders, and typically I put it on my desk to hold, but the way my desk is, it's kind of awkward. So I tried to put it on my chair and like have it go over my shoulder, which is kind of a better view, but I kind of move a lot when I crochet. So it moves my phone apparently. Whatever. Just trying out different ways to see what works best, I guess. All right, and then half double crochet in the last stitch going through both loops. So I'm going to chain 1 and turn so you can see how it gives like these nice like definition to your stitches. And this is all I'm going to do. So you're just going to repeat that. This row right here, I'm going to go in the back loop only, and then I'll repeat to the front loop only on the next one. So this is 12 rounds wide. It measures about 5 inches. Most ear warmers about 4 inches, but I did do 5 on this because the stretch and stuff. So it will shrink down a little bit as it stretches. So I'm going to go ahead and stop the video here. I'm going to finish the 12 rows of the front loop and back loop only, alternating stitches, or alternating rows, I mean. And then I will stop. I'm going to stop the video now, and then I will show you once I finish the 12 rows. All right, so I have finished my 12 rows. So as you can see, this is the right side of your work. This is the wrong side. So the right side has those loops that are showing. So go ahead and cut a long tail for sewing the twist. I did go ahead and cut mine, so go ahead and finish off. Put your hook to the side and go ahead and grab a tapestry needle. So we're going to sew the center together. So go ahead and grab your tapestry needle. In order to sew it, it's pretty simple. So we're going to go ahead, fold. So with the right side facing up, go ahead and fold each side. So fold the other side. And I always like to have this side with the tail on the outside. So you're going to take and you're going to interlock these together. So let me move this out of the way, that way we have good light. You're going to interlock them together. So take the V's, line them up. So there you go. So you have them where they're interlocking V's together. And this is the wrong side facing up. Make sure that that's done correctly. and go ahead and sew this together. So go ahead and go through all 4 pieces. Sewing it together. So I usually will sew across and then come back and sew across again. That way I make sure it's all sewn together really nice. All right, and then go ahead and go back across, sewing that way. I feel like there's so much background noise today. There's a helicopter flying over, if you can hear that. And my kids are still in the other room. They're actually playing the Wii. So I have 3 kids, and then their cousins stayed the night last night. So there's 4 kids out there playing the Wii, screaming at each other. So lots and lots of noise. Just grateful they can entertain themselves long enough for me to finish this video. All right, so this is the last. So here's typically what I do. I do take, this is the inside of the work. I do take and tie a knot. I usually loop around twice and tie a knot at the end right there. And then kind of like take and weave this in. That's just usually how I finish it off. That way it doesn't come undone. You definitely don't want your ear warmer right here where the twist is to come undone. All right, and then there's a little end from the beginning that needs to be weaved in as well. So let's go ahead and do that. So I just take and kind of weave this in and cut the tail of that too. There we go. All right, now let me show you. So take and put it right side out, and you've got a nice twisted ear warmer. I also wanted to show you, since I have the video up, these tags that I have. So I have these cute little cork tags, and I get them from the beamcity.com. So B-E-A-M, M as in money, the beamcity.com. So let me show you these cute little tags. They're non-sew. I did order quite a bit of those this season just because I feel like the tag really completes the look. So here's how they come. I have the Crochet It Creations logo in the center. It says handmade underneath. So they're non-sew. So you just open it up and stick it on there. So pretty simple. So now you have a cute little ear warmer. And I do want to show you the beanie just in case you've never seen it. If you did watch the beginning of the video, it was sticking out in the corner. So here is the beanie. So this is the mainstream beanie. I have a wider tag that I use in my beanies, which I think I like the smaller ones better. So I did order more small that I'll probably use on beanies as well. So it has a faux fur pom-pom at the top. It is using the same textured stitches. This pattern is available on crochetitcreations.com as well, and Ravelry and Etsy. I do have the full YouTube tutorial too. So, all right, well, thank you for watching and have a great day.